A man needs no introduction, an American business icon and my friend Donald Trump. Take a look. You have been a harsh critic of President Obama, and there are a lot of different issues that I want to talk about. Number one, the economy. This president came in saying that he would resolve everything, and now he's making speeches about how great the economy is. Is the economy in good shape?
No, it's in very bad shape. I mean, we owe $17 trillion now. It just hit $18 trillion. Trillion, a word that you never even heard like 5 years ago. So we're heavily in debt as a nation. We're doing everything for everybody. We're the policemen of the world. After we are the policemen, everyone takes advantage. You look at what happened with Iraq and all these other places. They crumble as soon as we leave. You know, Donald, when you say we're the policemen of the world, I mean, the thing that comes to my mind is Christians are being butchered in the Middle East and in Iraq. Like never before.
Like, it's a genocide, essentially.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible.
And yet, our being the policemen of the world, we don't seem to be going to protect them. What's that about?
Well, we're the policemen, but our leader is not respected, and our country is no longer respected. So we're spending trillions of dollars on all of this stuff, but we're not a respected country.
What about the fact that, you know, as we continue these airstrikes, you know, you've got the, we're not stopping ISIS, and they're running in from Guantanamo back to the battlefield. It's almost as though he's replenishing the enemy in a time of war.
You know who loves the airstrikes more than anybody?
Who?
Iran and Syria. Right. Because basically ISIS wants to take over Syria, and they probably could do it, but we're hurting them and setting them back. So Syria is our enemy, Iran is our enemy, and Iran and Syria, they love what we're doing because we're doing their work.
The president, for some reason, feels that he has to give some concession on the nuclear proliferation to Iran, when Iran should be in there themselves because they're Shias and Alawites who are against the Sunnis anyway.
Probably, maybe from the beginning, there has never been a greater enemy to Israel than Barack Obama. It's incredible the way he treats them, the way he's speaking to them. I think he treats our known enemies much better.
Well, when you think about the fact that Susan Rice walked out of the UN when Netanyahu was about to give his speech, and the latest disaster where someone in the administration called him chicken, why would they call him that?
Look, they don't like him and they don't like Israel. And that's what I say. I mean, I speak to friends of mine that are Jewish. I say, how are you supporting this man? He's the worst thing that has ever happened to Israel. Now, what's going to happen is, the way it's going, Iran will have a nuclear weapon. As soon as that happens, and it's very close, as soon as that happens, it's a whole new ballgame.
And where is the United States in that ballgame?
I don't think we have any idea what's going on. I think that the United States is so poorly run, especially as it concerns, I mean, look, everything's bad. Is there anything good? What's positive? But when you look at our relations with other countries, in history, it's never been like this. We've never had, not one country do we get along with anymore. And it's not like we don't get along because we're taking advantage. We don't get along and they're taking advantage of us.
You have very strong opinions on everything from the military and the economy and health care. 2016, I mean, there isn't really a front runner. What about Donald Trump?
We're going to see what happens. Look, people were talking about Mitt Romney. He ran, he lost, he should have won. Something happened, he choked. I mean, the last month he was a disaster. I don't know what happened. And I support it. I think, you know, I like him. But he shouldn't run, and I hope he doesn't. A Bush, I think we've had enough Bushes, to be honest with you. The Republicans need somebody great. And if they don't get it, we're going to have a problem in this country. Big problem.
Who's great that's out there?
Well, I'm not going to get involved with that yet, but we'll see what happens. But, you know, that'll be the next conversation. I mean, look, we have an election coming up. It's going to be an amazing election on Tuesday. I think the Republicans have a chance for the first time in a long time to take over the Senate. We'll see what happens, and it'll be very interesting, but it should happen. The numbers are getting better and better. It's very interesting. For a while, they were pretty even, but they seem to be getting better. And after that, I mean, I'll make lots of decisions and maybe lots of choices.
Donald, you've been a successful businessman. I mean, you know how to market. You know how to build good buildings. And, you know, as you look forward in this country, how can you, Donald Trump, create more jobs?
Well, I love creating jobs. I just started 2 weeks ago the old post office on Pennsylvania Avenue, right next to the White House, between the White House and the Capitol. I'm doing Doral, 800 acres in the middle of Miami. It'll be the finest resort in the country. Lots of jobs. I do many, many things. I'm doing them all over the world, actually, but in this country, I'm doing a lot of stuff, and all really great stuff. Look, our country has tremendous potential, but we don't use it. And what we really have to do is make America great again.
Donald Trump, always good to talk with you,
Thank you
Donald.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.